thought I'd work on this 812 here. I wanted to take the mower deck off. I was going to sell the mower deck, but I can't get the stupid drive shaft apart. It's all rusted, so I jacked up the tractor. I was hoping I could pull the deck out the front enough to get the drive shaft unhooked, but it's stuck really good. I'm going to have to just try to hammer it apart there. I heated it up for a minute with my little map gas torch. I'll see if I can pound it apart a little bit more. Otherwise, I might have to take that bolt out that holds the drive shaft onto the gearbox and see if that will do it. What a pain, huh? Well, I got this old axle here that's got 2 tires on it here and rims, and the other tires on the 812 are totally shredded. So I bought 2 tubes, and I was going to basically take these wheels off here and take the valve stems out and put some tubes in it, and then I can have some wheels that I could actually drive that tractor around with. I understand these are all crappy paint and everything. I don't care. I just need tires that hold air so I can move the tractor. And so I'll take these off and see what we can do. Well, those tires were a little more dry rotted than I thought they were. So I've got this set of Carlisle turf savers here, which have this kind of tread, which is actually I like better than these old Goodyear's tread. And these old ones are real dry rotted on the sidewalls, and the other rim there has a big piece that's kind of busted out of it. But these have a little bit of cracking on the outside, but they're really solid inside. And I don't see that there'd be any issue with that tube blowing out the sidewall basically like it will on those other tires. So I'm basically just going to swap them over and put these on. I think that's going to be my new plan. I thought it would be easier just to pop a tube in that other tire than it would be to redo the whole thing, but hey, that's what's going to happen, I guess. So we'll see. So we're jacking up the 812 to put on some tires at work. This is the tire that came off the backside there. Start filling up with air and it's just blowing out all these holes. So both sides are like that. So I picked up this set of tires here at the mowing, and they've been holding air for a month. So I'm going to put them on here, and then maybe we can roll it over to the garage and work on it. Alright, we got the other side jacked up here, ready to put on the other tire, which is just about in the same shape. So we're close, guys, we're close. And then the steering's locked, so once we get that jacked up, I'm going to put the Harbor Freight dolly under the front wheels. And maybe I can drag it over to the garage somehow. We'll see. I'm trying to get this old tire, this old rim off the hub here. And it is stuck hard, so I'll try to heat it up a little bit and spray some tension in there. But it's really rusted onto that hub big time. Been hitting it with this little 5-pound hammer here and got no luck. The other side I whacked the crap out of it and my phone got it off. It's not easy. Yeah. Alright, let's give it some PB. See if that can soak in and then we can get it off. Alright, all I needed was a bigger hammer and I gave it about 3 hits with that sucker and it came right off. So we'll get on a new rim and see what we can do. Man, those things are shot, man. I think that thing was sitting outside for probably 10-15 years in the same spot from the guy that I got it from. And yeah, it's funny, huh? Alright, let's put on this other tire here. See if we can roll this thing out of here. Alright, so I put the Harbor Freight dolly under the flat front tire, and I was able to wheel it right over here from the other side of the driveway without any problems at all. So pretty much the next thing we gotta do is heat these kingpins and see if we can loosen them up. So I'm just going to disconnect the tie rods from the steering first, so that the steering wheel has nothing to do with the equation. So I'll probably take the grease zerks out when I do this, and I've done this a couple times. It's a real pain in the butt. I've got a piece of pipe that I can put over the spindle, and you can get a little leverage on it with that. But so yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's look a little bit more at this tractor. It's got a really old battery. I wonder if there's a date on it somewhere. That'd be funny. AC Delco. Huh, that's kind of funny. I don't see any date code. I'm trying to figure out how old this thing is, or should I say when the last time it did something was. We know the key switch is shot. I have a new key switch inside. The cables are, well, the choke cable seems to move, but the throttle cable is stuck. So, you know, par for the course with these things, but the forward reverse lever is pretty stuck too. So I don't know if I'm chasing my tail or what, but I thought that maybe I could try to get it running and sell it, but may not be worth the effort. But nonetheless, we're going to try, so stay tuned. Well, I went to take the tie rods off, and one side the tie rod was broken in the center of the tractor where it hooks up to the steering stuff, and the other side is still good. So yeah, our steering turns now, so neither wheel will actually work, so they're both frozen solid. So we'll heat them up with that torch, man, and we'll get them going. It'll be a fun project. So yeah, I got my acetylene tank refilled this week, so we should have plenty of juice to heat those suckers. And you know, I've done it in the past with the MAP gas torch, and it's just not hot enough. So hopefully the acetylene will work awesome for this. In the meantime, I've sprayed some PB Blaster on the nuts on the top of the spindles there, and I don't have time right now to get to this whole thing. So what I need to do is take the nuts off the top of the spindle so that we can probably drive the spindles out the bottom of the axle there, and then we can clean them up with some really fine sandpaper. Just sand it down a little bit and grease it up and put it back together, and we should have a steering tractor. So that would be good.